Last time on KBTV Under the Sun.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Every time a sidekick idolizes someone, I think to myself, okay, so how long until they're a criminal?
Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
That would do that to a person, yes.
So you mean he wasn't always John Wayning it?
Right. We can come back here later.
Well, I mean, the game doesn't let me go outside, so I have to actually go into the department, then leave again. Like, the logics of that, I'm just sitting here like, why did we go
Burst into the police department.
Like, we...
Everything's boring. What if we check the entrance, though?
That we just came from? Hello, everybody. This is KBTV Under the Sun. We're back with Rise from the Ashes, and we are dealing with the wanted man, Jake Marshall. Almost on his way to the prosecutor's office, but we gotta talk to him about a couple things before he heads over there.
He's gonna be executed.
No!
I
he didn't
just
kill anyone!
realized on the sign, sorry if my voice is sounding weird because I'm tilting my head, but on the campaign sign back there, it I think it's showing a date, and it's using some kanji, but it's really badly pixelated, so you can't tell.
Well, I think the black, I think it's intentionally blurred out. Or are you talking about
okay.
underneath the campaign?
Underneath the campaign where it says 006.
Wow.
I think
that's just gibberish, so...
Ichi.
I'm pretty sure it's just gibberish.
But what if it wasn't?
Well, go look it up yourself, KV.
I am too lazy for that today.
Then I guess it's gibberish.
Okay. Something was real fishy about that campaign sign. Oh, excuse me. Something
Sir.
really fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me and neither. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean, fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip?
Well, that was Joe Duck's, alright. But the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
What does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
I got the looks, but he got the brains.
I guess he kinda does.
I don't know, I feel like he has the looks too. Sorry, Jake. But,
I think it's because he's wearing the hat.
Yeah.
I admit when we saw that illustration with the lightning struck, Neil Marshall doesn't look that great without his hat.
Maybe Jake should just shave.
I mean...
His gruff or his hair?
I'll let you decide.
Okay. Chop some of that hair off. Good. Start looking like the hero from Dragon Quest XI. Sounds like a good idea.
Oh my god.
He was one of the best prosecutors around. I made just detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You mean the...
Gang of the prosecutors.
I knew it.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
John Tootin.
The day the SNI incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have already gone by. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty.
Well, there's something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation saw a bit of hard water out there with my drawl. Save one was taken care of, if you get my drift.
Do you need another drink, Jake?
Nah, I've had enough already, thanks though. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If I did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gantz and Lana Sky. The investigation led Damon Gantz and his second-in-command, Lana Sky. I have a nice pretty picture of them right here if you'd like to see it. So it's in black and white.
Everyone has that picture today.
Yep.
There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended,
Hey, hold up, Mr. Marshall. I appreciate you, but
sorry about that. I've just been practicing my scientifically speaking works of reading people's minds, just like the Pale there does.
I understand. I'm very impressed. Thank you. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah, Damon Gantz, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she's left. Everyone knew who said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded, and we haven't introduced the Cyclox system yet. I never found out.
Oh man, you're right. This was like, even though this case was made way after all those Trilogy games with the Cyclox, they gotta go back with no Cyclox.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
Just so you know, there's actually nothing in this tin. I just keep trying to pretend that I'm drinking stuff just to look cool. It's actually empty. It's been empty for the last few days. So, there you have it. Well, that's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
It was certainly enlightening.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't even be a patrolman after today. I already said I technically wasn't one already, and I spit out this terrible spider that was in here. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. I gotta write me out of the store somehow.
That's almost kind of sad, though. He just kind of like...
We did this.
Goes, yeah. For justice.
Yeah.
February 24th, we're back in here again.
So I have theories.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so hear me out.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, all right.
Hello?
I'm thinking. Okay, like it's rendering in my head.
It's like, yes.
I don't think
Let me-
Lana killed anyone in this case.
Okay.
But what if she did 2 years ago?
You think she might have killed Neil instead?
I'm not sure. I don't think she killed Neil, but I think that she was perfectly primed to mess with that crime scene.
Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe.
Okay.
Like
But
maybe
then-
maybe he was already dead or whatever, and she just like stabbed the body with a fake knife or something so that they could plant it on Joe Dark.
Okay. Good. But now, with the information we've gotten from Jake, regardless of how trustworthy it is, how does Gaunt play into all this then?
Well, they shared an office.
Okay.
He probably is aware of it. He probably covered it up. Or he did it. I don't know yet. It's still rendering in my head.
Okay. Well, Kowalski, next time you have an analysis, please let us know.
Make sure to let you know that, Skipper. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
Didn't we just say that
That must
earlier?
mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Again, I don't know why the game told me I had to go inside only to come back outside again, only to come back in again. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Except that one guy.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did, and a decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media at tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I think festive is the word usually used for those.
I want to know what that line was in the original version.
Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gaunt's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean, it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Emma.
Emma, stop. Emma!
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Oh my God.
I gotta, God!
Thanks, Emma.
I mean, to be fair, I would have done that too, so I can't blame her.
I admit I'm one of those people who has too much of a good conscience.
Scientifically speaking, you might be an idiot, Emma.
Wow.
No, she was just trying to be polite.
She's not Maya. Goodness. Maya would probably just be like, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, Maya would break crime. Maya would do a crime. How about you? Why won't you do a crime, Emma? Anyway.
Because she wants to be a police officer later in life.
Yeah, she
Well,
wants
now
to
we
be an
can't
investigator. Goodness.
Now we can't investigate the office. How about that?
Oh, I'm sure
Well-
the game will find a way for us to get in there. Don't worry about it.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. See?
Oh, there it is. All right. All right, thanks, Maya.
I like that line. Now I understand where Gumshoe's unique charm. Oh, that's Gumshoe's boss.
Yep,
He was
that's
just like,
Gumshoe's
Yeah,
boss."
you can go there. Wait a minute.
That is an organ!
Why do you have an organ in your office?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you have an organ in your office?
See, I told you, he's funky, fresh Ganondorf.
No, he's waiting for you by the organ, and he's gonna start playing it like like Phantom of the Opera
Oh
style.
man, I love how like the freaking that photo is so in HD that I can actually look at the details proper now. February 24th, Police Department, Chief's Office.
Who's getting cut off in that photo?
God, is God's theme based on organs? Is that what it is?
Probably.
This song would be
Whoa.
played on organ.
Where am I?
In the chief office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
You sure we're not in church? Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten.
What?
They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes.
Maybe we shouldn't touch the very loud thing.
But I gotta touch it. I never could remember where the C was. Uh-oh. Hi, sir!
Oh, it's you two. Chief Gaunt! He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
That looks like a list of the thingies from the room that we were talking about in the trial earlier.
So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies.
Let's avert our gaze away from him.
See that big picture on the wall over there?
Oh, that's not Onion cut off. That's his freaking suit of armor that he keeps in his office, apparently.
That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. Also, my golden suit of armor. I got it in Europe from the Tower of England. They just gave it to me.
Is that where you got your stained glass windows too?
Yes.
Yeah, so far the only thing that really stands out besides that really obnoxious looking armor is that pottery jar in the back.
It's there.
You sure it's not the knife that the armor is holding?
Yes.
Oh my god, I just realized that.
Yeah, he's got a... Well, I don't know if it's a knife. I think he's got a spear, those spear thingies.
My favorite part is that it's aimed right at Neil.
Oh my god.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture.
I think I know what it is.
I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though.
Kowalski, analysis on this new image that we have.
Yes, Skipper. Aside from the fact that we have way too much evidence, it seems to be a Gaunt...
Kowalski, never enough.
It seems to be a Gaunt team picture. Photo at the awards ceremony of Gaunt, Lana, and Neil.
That means it's gonna be needed later.
Wait a second, the vase
It's not
in
an
the
innocent
background.
picture.
No,
Yeah,
vase
that's
in
what
the
we're saying. We
background.
were talking about the vase in the background. Sir! God, I love how patient God was while we were trying to argue about the picture.
Now rendering. Oh, there's the armor. Okay, all right.
The armor's there, and then the vase was there too, so, like, odd things sticking out. Anyway.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh, no. Oh,
Can we go swimming?
but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
What are you asking? You were there, you know? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
I want to know, was that organ there when Lana was still a police officer?
That's what I'm wondering about. Was that there?
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. I
God damn
can't be
it.
seen lollygagging.
God damn it. Well, looks like we aren't welcome.
That wouldn't stop Maya.
Yeah.
It seems that case isn't over with yet after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gaunt denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
Gee, if only we knew someone who could help us.
Before we do anything, can we check the court record really quick? I want to check something.
What are we looking at?
Check the prosecutor trophy that we have already first.
Oh, it's missing a sword. I don't even have to
Yes.
examine it, but it's missing a sword. Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! It's coming together in my head. Oh no!
Okay,
The
what
plan.
else?
The plan. It's all coming together.
Oh, hey, look, that vase is also here too from the back of his office. It's
That's
on
what
our
I
evidence.
Yeah, we already said that.
Didn't do my math, okay?
No. Go back. Go back to that. Go back to that picture.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So, I'm just saying, if the chief of prosecutor event was the day of his murder, and he had the trophy, and it was in that office, and someone was stabbed, but the knife didn't line up with the knife that was used as the murder weapon, and that statue had a knife, and then it no longer has a knife. I think we
Okay.
found a potential murder weapon.
Well,
Yeah, I see that, but also it's kind of blunt.
when we were in the office, are you talking about the statue? You're talking about the knife from the statue?
Yes.
Okay, well, when we were in Gon's office, it looked like the knife was still there.
I mean, he could have replaced it.
Well, that's true. But I'm just saying, like, it's there.
Okay, but why does the statue that we have not have a knife?
That will be explained in a bit, I think, actually. That will be explained in a bit why they changed the trophy, so...
Oh god, it's all coming together.
And we have to go back inside again anyway!
Stop
he
kicking us
did
out of this
kick us
building.
out.
Hey, pal.
Oh, Gumshoe, I'm glad. Okay, look, I need you to do me a solid. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
Just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Damn, Emma.
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Oh, Gumshoe!
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is still out of the loop.
Say, have you ever seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Ah, okay, all right.
Okay.
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's on a fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like
I read that as the Beatles for some
The
reason.
Beatles
And I
are
was
battling
like,
in court.
Okay.
it's almost like the battles between you two in court.
That sounds serious. Unlike our battles in court.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Wait, why is it
Yikes.
Edgeworth's fault?
Well, because he's already scapegoat, but also he's already had the long-running rumor that he's the demon prosecutor, who will do anything to get the guilty verdict. That's been
He's
going on
had the
for years.
long-running rumor, and Von Karma hasn't?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising.
This game is BS.
Yep.
Why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Sky is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor was responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from all those who didn't like him. But now, with this,
Are there really so many people who hate him?
in our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth has not only that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know for the making of enemies.
Someone can be the cop.
Dick! Keep up the good work!
Okay, we have 2 fans.
Yes, sir!
Lunch again sometime, my treat!
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out.
Really now?
Yeah, I'm not. I have doubts.
Anyway, I've been worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Doc left was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
When it killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Excuse me?
I don't think Gumshoe knows the details of that.
Me?
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Tema was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what is it?
Oh, let's see. I think it's something to do with a murder weapon.
Gumshoe.
Oh, I forget. Look, it's not written somewhere here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
It's a lot of paper.
Maybe we should
4 pages!
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Nobody can read in this game.
Joe Doc was 42 at the time of this crime. He was just a run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but transformed into an animal.
An animal?
Yeah. His real name was Yoshikawa.
Oh, that's going by file. Okay.
Yeah, I can't do
Then came
anything.
up- Then when his whereabouts John came over to the scene and was killed as well, finally turned himself in.
Sorry, that was just playing on its own.
He killed a witness, then he
Randomly.
killed another witness, then he killed a jogger who saw the second killing. Then he killed...
Jeez.
Basically, there you go, yeah.
Okay, Yoshikaga
God.
Kira.
That was the information I got in the middle of all of that.
It sounded like either he really enjoyed killing, he realized he enjoyed killing, or he was just trying to remove as many witnesses as possible, but adding more witnesses in the process.
Yes.
Why not both?
Yoshikaga Kira.
Why not both? Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in?
Why would he do? Okay.
Yes, but in the middle of questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Doc was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
Gumshoe!
That last witness, aka Emma.
God, Emma's just
I'm
probably
standing
like...
right there.
I know, right? Sweating. Let's present the murder weapon for now.
About this.
Hey, is that...
It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that?
What am I doing with evidence?
Yeah, ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
It's not like Wright is a lawyer or anything. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it! Now I remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
This is the knife.
Well,
the
what
knife.
is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6!
Do you have anything new here, Gummy?
Detective, here's my attorney's badge, just to remind you why I'm carrying evidence around.
You show us to me every time we meet, pal.
Well, you need to see it every time we meet!
Real man to the police badge. Enough said.
I don't work for the police! Oh my god!
Okay, this is not new dialogue though, but it's still funny.
Emma does have an ID card on her.
Wait, go back to the, oh, there we go. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, he had fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. We take a good look at the knife. You see, it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Ooh.
Yep. Well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
You need to, come on.
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. Don't need a male detective for that one. It was found deep inside the stab wounds.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet, down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Wellski, analysis.
Yes, Skipper. It looks like it's Neil Marshall's autopsy report. He was stabbed in the back and died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound.
Wow, that's a pretty deep knife.
Oh, we got an update.
What's the
Update
hang on,
this one, Wellski.
there's another update, Skipper.
All right, thank you, Wellski.
It looks like the switchblade knife, the broken tip, was found in the victim's body. It belonged to the murderer, Joe Dark. No more breaking news, Skipper.
That's good enough, Kowalski. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you're welcome, Skipper. You could learn something, Private.
Okay, I'll try my best next time.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should just ask Chief Got.
Oh my god.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we like to have a look around if that's okay. Oh my god.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
Oh! Well, we conveniently... Well, do we actually physically have Bruce Goodsman's ID on us?
Pretty sure we do.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh,
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
But you did tell us any detective's ID will let us in, which is kind of sus. That's kind of bad security. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh, well...
so in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
Show him the Blue Badger.
Okay, so before you do anything, when we checking your court record right now, I am a bit concerned about one thing now that we've kind of come to light on it.
What?
I want to check the photo again that we just got from Gaunt's office, and I want to check that evidence that we showed to Gumshoe.
Oh, you mean with the tip of the sword being missing?
Yep.
Yeah, but this trophy already had a missing tip, right? Like it was already, it didn't have a point. And Neil is clearly still alive.
I don't know, it just seems too coincidental that they have the exact same.
Yeah, they do have the exact
Break.
same break. It is kind of odd.
Anyways, we'll file that for later. Maybe it isn't important.
Maybe it is, who knows?
Anyways, what do we show to him?
We don't need to show anything. Oh yeah, you wanted to show the Blue Badger.
Show him
Lewis
the Blue
wants to.
Badger. That'll change his mind. This guy almost made us lose the case today.
I'm the Blue Badger. Don't say that about me.
What are you talking about? Who was caught in the blood-stained evidence locker with his life? That's more you can say about most officers nowadays.
It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well.
I admit he's right, though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today.
Smiley face.
The possibility that another murder took place prior to 5:15.
Thanks, Blue Badger.
You're welcome.
Okay, it seems like we're gonna go ahead and go talk to Edgeworth next, but we are a little bit out of time now, so we're gonna save that conversation in the next video. Thanks for everyone for dropping in to watch, and hopefully we'll see you guys then.
Have a good day, pal.
I'm so tired of us going in and out of the police department over and over again.
The police department can't hurt you anymore.
Ugh.